Previously on Metaphor ReFantazio, the protagonist, who I named Allegory, joined the Euchronian army in order to meet the resistance movement's contact. However, he and his new friend Stroll found the supposed training site completely overrun by monstrous humans. Using the power of an archetype, Allegory defeated the human boss and joined forces with the resistance contact Grius. I just realized there's actually a bunch of new entries in the memorandum. Human. Unknown monsters with bizarre forms unlike any natural beast. Their bodies hold immense amounts of volatile magma. They rampage through their surroundings indiscriminately. Despite their berserk nature marking a little sign of intelligence, they can wield advanced magic beyond the grasp of all sentient beings. Many aspects of their biology and ecology remain a total mystery. Given their unnatural physical resilience, large specimens can wipe out entire armies. Although there have been sightings of humans since antiquity, actual encounters are incredibly rare, and they have long been dismissed from being any real threat. However, recent years have seen them appearing with more rapid frequency across the Crown's lands, which has the people uneasy. Resonant vessels. When Archetypes power causes a transformation, the first stage is that of the heart becoming a metallic object of unknown origin. To activate the power, the wielder must announce their determination and their hopes for it into their newly made heart, which urges the body to awaken. This outcry is akin to the battle cries of heroes past, who were known to call upon archetypes in the face of danger. It can be said that the transformation makes the wielder an ideal vision of themselves. Prince's Curse. The lingering malevolent magic sustained by the prince during his assault 12 years ago. At the time of the incident, great minds from all over the country attempted to break the curse, but yet none were successful. Those who can see the flow of magma say it resembles poisonous briar vines entwined around a sleeping prince. The Curse of Thorns, sort of. Farsight Mirror. A mysterious-looking glass hinged with magic. Entrusted to Gallica by a resistance for her secret mission. This pair of identical mirrors reflects the view of the other, no matter the distance separating them. Like a phone. Gallica possesses one half of the pair, while the other remains by the prince, allowing her to check on this condition at any time. Originally owned by a prince, it is a small item that is impossible to make with contemporary technology. Some believe it may in fact be a divine relic. Hidden Village. A hidden village whose name and location are kept secret from the world. The prince, afflicted by a curse, is being sheltered and receiving treatment here. This is also where Allegory and Gallica were issued their secret mission. Prince's Assault. An assassination attempt on the prince 12 years ago. Assailants infiltrated the palace to attack the prince as he was sleeping, catching the royal guard by surprise with their sudden appearance within the secured grounds. These loyal guards gave panic chase. They ultimately made a cataclysmic blunder. Not only did they allow the prince to be harmed, they failed to capture the assailants or even ascertain their identities. The assailant who made direct contact with the prince was a mage who fled the palace after casting a high-level curse. Thanks to the efforts of the royal healers, the prince avoided an untimely demise, but they were unable to free him from this affliction. According to the royal guards who fought the band of assassins, the only clue regarding the identity of the mage was that they were painfully not an adult. The assailant was able to arrange a sneak attack within the palace, had a masterful command of high-level curse magic, and the appearance of a child. By all accounts, the only person to match these unique criteria was Louis, who was afterwards strongly condemned by all in the palace. However, no evidence could be found, and justice is yet to be served. Grius. Arvid Grius, a veteran rogue warrior and resistance member alongside Allegory and Gallica. He infiltrated the ranks of the army and has been working as a covert operative. Gallica was entrusted with delivering secret orders to him. Louis Guiabern, a Klinger royal army officer of great renown who managed to become nobility at an exceptionally young age. He possesses extraordinary skills as both a warrior and an archmage, but even more highly regarded are his capabilities as a military strategist, for which his superior insight and grasp of psychology set him apart. His faculties as a young soldier were so shrewd that his own allies came to grow wary of him, calling him a monster in the making. He prizes rationality above all else, strictly adhering to a policy of appointing officers by their capabilities alone, without regard for tribal origin. As a result, senior officials accuse him of trying to undermine tradition. However, he now wields an influence far beyond a typical officer, and many believe he will be the youngest person ever to be appointed to the army's highest-ranking position of general. Mage. General term for those who have good command over magic. Formally, it refers to those who have achieved a national qualification to professionally use magic. However, as many commoners have difficulties discerning those who are formally qualified, this catch-all term rose to prominence. There are several tiers to mage certification, with the majority being for low-tier artisans, engineers, and soldiers, which limit the type and usage of magic. However, some professionals have fewer restrictions, such as magic professors and healers. The higher the tier certification, the more difficult it is to obtain. Few in the kingdom can hold the highest tier, and one pair alone can influence nations. Whoa, something's there. Okay, second gold beetle. Let's hope I'm on track. What was that power in you, I wonder? Grease seemed to know something about it.
Well,
hey, say use it or lose it. That's it. Let's take the rest of the day off, huh? Yeah, let's get some rest. I want to talk some more. Sure, if you want, but let's take a break eventually, okay? That's to advance the story, huh? Good thing I didn't accidentally do so.
Ugh.
Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power used. Tell me, is this some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion besides. Incredible. If only I had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. Oh, you want to ask about that power, don't you?
Huh?
I have a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary. And yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness, the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Really? That's incredible. Alright, let's advance. Good, I'm pooped. Late night.
can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
I know, I'm not tired. The grunt makes a poor bed.
I know, I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed.
Yes, but you took care of the enemy's healing mechanic for me, so I think that makes up for it.
I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
Not my little danger. It's not your fault. It's kind of your fault. These actually matter. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but... Look, I can't fight with you, but as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Whoa, and I...
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you.
What? So this guy's got something to do with this book? Is he the book's author or something?
My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading.
Oh, I guess he is.
You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it Akademeia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls, until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance? This is way over my head. Not interested. What kind of alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magma within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend, what I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue, a transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form.
But can the enemies... can someone like Louis also use this kind of power?
Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Okay, not much choice.
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
Hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
More rank 1.
What manner of story you'll weave.
New ability. The party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in Akademeia. Right, student. Allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in Akademeia. Wait, what's the node next to it? What? It says hero embodiment of the Seeker for more. Tutorial system, followers. More is the first of your followers. People that support your quest as steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
All ready then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action. I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Always watching.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, alright?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems. But I might have to fight those guys I saw before, those worms and wolves.
That being the case,
This road should take us to Grand Trad.
Alright.
We'll check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trad.
this place...
Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your guard down.
I don't have a choice. There's no point in looking at the map longer because we only have like 4 nodes and I can only go to this one.
Good.
Hurry, our focus is on making it to the royal capital. Give me a good safe point.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
The mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
What's the matter? Did your wounds reopen?
What happened?
What's the matter? I may be imagining it, but I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
This is deep in the wilderness, though. Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard.
Looking for an opening to escape. Don't forget I have my eye on you.
Look at that!
Hey, look up in the air. That large bird is known as a corvo. It sucks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush. How am I supposed to fight that? Ugh, so now what? Look, we need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait out. No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as is. Besides, let me guess, you could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me. Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Pushing forward.
God, glue moss. Oh hell, there's a lot of guys there. Hold on, there's some wild dogs over there. Hundos, the beast hunting packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for now.
What's wrong?
Why you hesitate, lads? It's just a pack of wild dogs. Barely worth a moment's worry for someone such as you. Really? Of course.
Oh.
Good, you're starting to catch on. You can't let the fear paralyze you. First, take a good look at your foe. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you assess their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly.
Look.
Now, so there's the Hundo. What do you make of it? It's stronger. It's weaker. Why do I say weaker?
Aye.
Indeed, you slipped out of Death's grip of the Force, so this should be hardly a challenge. Ulti to signify an enemy's strength by their color. Okay. Lower level enemies are blue. Same level, yellow, red is high level. Unknown enemies appear white. When you level up to the point where you get thinking overpower certain foes, you can simply approach the enemy and see if their color has changed. When engaging a weaker force, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple X attack. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you into a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. Locking on. If you press the B when a cursor rolls over an enemy, you'll lock onto that enemy. The enemy will always be in view, and you can easily close the distance by attacking.
Alright.
Understood? Now try for yourself, lad.
Give it a shot. We got this.
There they are. Time for some close. Alright. Come on! Alright. Come on!
Looks like I still get EXP for killing them on the field. It's probably a little less. I'm not sure how it scales. Sturdy straw.
Hold on.
That's right. I've got one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Review. Press Y to initiate squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you use Y to initiate squad battle on the enemy after depleting sprite gauge with X attacks, the battle starts to a great advantage in your favor. However, if you're attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you'll be forced into a battle where the enemy has an advantage. Oof. So the right situation uses different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Fighting dungeons. Evaluate the enemies in your vicinity. Decide whether to dispatch them quickly with X, attacks to stun first, or jump directly to strategic squad battle using Y. Basically, will help you determine your battle approach while staying out of enemy reach. Use it to be efficient as you tackle a dungeon.
I'm counting on you.
No replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable fighting before we reach Grand Strat. You need to be sure you can defend yourself.
That being the case,
These sorts of monsters or enemies will do good practice fighting. Oh my goodness.
I see the end. Push through!
don't waste it.
This battle's out.
I didn't get it stunned in one hit though. Trying battle, press L to retry a battle. Okay, I'll stick. Skill selection assist. Pressing RT assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill you have.
Jeez, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Level 9?
Seeker! Wind! A tough one!
Thing was strong.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
That's all over.
That's,
We can relax for now.
it was level 9 or something, wasn't it? I don't know. Okay, I am obtained.
I don't think we can avoid
Right
a fight
there.
here.
Alright, how's that? Okay.
That was a perfect ambush.
Got it.
But there's two of them. I only can avoid damage in this fight even if I use my strongest shit.
Scour! Last one.
They're dead.
Weakness.
You have this.
Well, never mind. We got all in one fucking turn. Nice.
Not worth a breath. That's all over. We can relax for now.
Okay, bouncy bark. That acts as my autosave as well.
What is it?
Haven't seen you lie around these parts before. You wouldn't be bandits. No, would you? What are you talking about? Now that I get my brother with you, I say you aren't bandit material. I guess I'm just an edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed.
Right.
What are you doing in such a remote place? Well, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I've got a regular nearby, so I came for business, but the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assume a human appeared.
Pardon?
For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, didn't mean this hour to mood. Hey, will you lot be interested in buying something? Okay, the first tab is always an exchange thing, huh? Sell all? I don't... Exchange is apparently safe to sell all on.
Now then.
Everything else I should probably hold on to for now. Okay. No... Oh, man. I was hoping for something a little more substantial. Like MP heals, because every MP I use up is unrestorable, basically. Listen, in my trade, you hear a lot of gossip. Plenty of rumors lately about beasts from all over getting more feral by the day. And when that happens, a human eventually appears out of nowhere and destroys some town or village. Chills me to even speak of it. I heard that monsters have been running amok lately at the nearby port fort. Hope nothing bad has happened. Oh, we found something worth selling. I can give you a good price. Plenty stuff in this woods. Lots of rubbish, but some material too. You won't catch me scavenging for it today, though.
Thank you.
I'll stay put until the beast sell down. You find something worth selling, you know where to find me. Sturdy straw.
Hey, good one.
Okay, got medicine.
Hey,
Alright, how's that? There they are. Charging in. I see the enemy.
They saw us!
Item glue moss. Okay.
I think that's all of them.
Old coin.
Hold on.
Air here has suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on? We've been surrounded. Even out here, it seems that the monsters are at least our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself, or we rarely come at you. Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't ya? The bastards live long enough. Kill him, quick.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind!
What is that? Never seen anything like it! That's not an igniter! Got no mercy for you!
Allegory being targeted? What?
Blast!
Press B to guard, which consumes a turn icon. Guarding greatly decreases damage your character takes and prevents weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemy from getting turns too. Oh shoot, that's right, because I'm wind type, I'm weak to fire, aren't I?
What's that? I think something's coming! Watch out!
Oh man. Use turn icon to guard? Yes, please.
Take this! Let's do this!
Even guarding, it hurts like a bitch. Holy shit. Use formations effectively. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive, depending on position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less damage with melee, but take less from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by pressing the keys assigned to up and down to move party members between rows. Formation? How far back am I?
Falling back. Scour! Still here?
It's our turn now!
What? How did he hit me from here?
Vitus power.
Take this!
Bro.
Let's do this! Coming at us?
What's that? I think something's coming!
Freezing!
Watch out!
Why can't my allies do cool shit?
Now! Here they come!
Seeker! Wind! Still up?
Take this! Help us!
How can you miss, dude?
Hold still! Coming at us?
Forward! A tough one!
Oh, that was not a good fight for me. But I got medicine. Are they soldiers from the fort? They survived. No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's all I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized a pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point.
Let's hurry.
In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go. Please give me a... Here we are. I really want a save point and a heal point. Looks so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was a Ben. The Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within.
Hey,
I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside?
Indeed.
You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it.
So?
Before we head into the tunnel, let's make sure we're ready. Okay, they healed me. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you for healing me. I was afraid I would have to take on a second dungeon while low on MP. Last night's incident wiped out the fort's entire garrison. Surely they lacked the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of our mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Let's push through this mine while we can. So it wasn't just my imagination. I think we were being followed this whole time. But like Rhea said, something's off. When that human came out of nowhere, it wiped out the soldiers to the last. Then again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere. But if that's the case, no, it couldn't be. You think it's a false flag operation?
What is it?
I'm really surprised. I didn't think there'd be others with business at an abandoned mine. Why come here of all places? Is there someone you know? We're just passing through. I could ask you the same thing. Oh, of course, indeed this would be the shortest route to get to the other side of the mountains. Haven't you heard? This place was abandoned, but a few books stay behind to do some less than legal mining. One of them is an old friend of mine. I sell stones he digs out. But enough about that. Surely we met for a reason. So if there's something you need, allow me to accommodate you. Sell all.
Now then.
You should really sell some MP stuff. You would make a lot of money. Just saying. This area used to be quite a bustling little hub, but these days only the curious tend to get close. Of course I made a fortune in those days. Now I'm lucky to get loose change. From the looks of it, the veins were far from depleted. So why did the Sanctus Church order mine's closure? Oh hey, there's some more stuff. More. An enigmatic young man in prison in a particular site called Akademeia. He first contacted Allegory during a particularly trying moment by somehow linking their consciousness. Says, though he is undoubtedly an ally, many mysteries surround him, such as his knowledge that igniters are not essential to magic or his profound expertise on archetypes. Traveling peddler. Merchants who travel from town to town, selling regional specialties from across the kingdom at higher markup. So does that mean if I save my money for actual town town stores, I might be able to save a bit because of the markup? They're invariably veteran travelers, often even willing to explore caves and other places where world's monsters are most likely to lurk. Their sense of adventure and the rarity of goods often inspired on those who have never ventured outside their town's borders. Rare goods, all he sells are generic consumables, not even the MP kind. Archetypes. Mysterious power that Allegory has awakened to. Shining magla engulfs the entire body, transforming it into a giant figure reminiscent of a hero. Seems to be a sort of magic, but clearly not the same kind as the kinds of igniters issued by the army. Everything known about it deviates from what is commonly known as magic. Oh, but is there a way to negate the weaknesses, elemental weakness of the archetype? Because this is a wind archetype, so it is weak to fire, and that is bad for me. Academia. Mysterious room described by Moore as a hall of wisdom reminiscent of a researcher's study. The chamber is full of all manner of objects rarely seen elsewhere, from books containing secret knowledge regarding archetypes to forbidden texts and tools which accurately map the movement of stars among countless stars. Nord Mines. A mine dug in the hills of northwest Euchronia. Due to the abundance of high-quality magma crystals, the mining efforts had long been run under the King's direct authority. However, some of the catastrophic accident took place several years ago, costing many lives, and the mine was temporarily closed until the cause of the incident could be removed. However, the mines remain sharded even now, and they're generally thought of as abandoned. Nevertheless, as ample magma veins still remain and the mine's entrance was never sealed off, the past years have seen a reliable influx of daredevils who come seeking their instant fortune in the mine's remaining prizes, which has led to its own associated problems.
Wait a second!
Wait! Probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them? Fear not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides, it'd be against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the corrupt bureaucracy coming down this place, right?
Then...
Sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
For pursuers catch up with us, there'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste. It's dead quiet. Are you sure there are still people working here? This is quieting stillness you feel. Those are your instincts to lure you to the bloodthirsts in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, it's likely.
Stop! Don't move!
Halt, deserters!
Don't you dare move!
You're sharp like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we've walked right into an ambush. They've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. What? Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run. If you don't comply, the miners will pay the price for your insolence.
Wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human. Oh yes, we're all over your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Well, it appears we stepped into a whole damned conspiracy. We have no choice. We found our way through. Here he comes. Stop them here now.
Right there.
I can't believe this. That was brilliant.
Oh, hell.
There they are.
A fine job.
They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
What? There's still more. There's someone hiding in the corner there. What the hell?
What are you doing? We've been spotted. I can't believe
On your
this.
guard. Dude thinks he's so slick. Scrap metal.
Everything's pretty standard.
There's a dude who's dead.
We're safe here. It's all clear. Look.
Over there, someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. This place. Don't kill me.
The life is gone from his eyes.
What? Why?
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
It's probably our commanding officer. Enemy's well prepared. Oh, hell. There's already a new guy over here.
Right there.
Bro, there's another guy.
What are you doing?
No.
I see the enemy.
I can't believe this. That was the last one.
What?
No way.
Isn't that... Just as I thought. It all makes sense now. It appears we were expected. Quick, backstab him!
I knew I'd find you here.
No, we could have just ambushed him and like get a stun turn and just wail on him with our best attacks right from the very start to gain advantage, but no, you just had to talk to him first.
You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Louis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... "7 years ago, the first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia."
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor! Stay back! Help me!
You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Louis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Haliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
Wait, where'd he get an audience?
Come! I will show you a world with honor!
Peril?
What is this?
But why did the art guy have an aura as well? That evil commander.
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it!
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that! This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash! You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So I have to watch out for fire hitting my wind type, okay.
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Diagonal slash. Who do I have to target someone with this, right? Yeah. I'm gonna target the mage soldiers first, obviously.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Okay, I should probably
To the rear guard.
be a rear guard and
Seeker!
please be weak to wind.
Still up?
Take this!
Yeah!
Cause you
Die!
Mage fire! Okay, good, he didn't hit the other one. Okay.
All you like.
Okay, good thing I moved Seeker to the back row, because Seeker is weak to fire, and that would suck. Okay, Physical attacks that consume MP. I don't think this has any element attached to it, other than maybe, like, slash or something.
I'll cut you down!
Right on target! Nice one,
Come
Stroll.
forth, royal soul!
Cyclone you.
Wind!
Aurea! You are exposed! You have no one to save you now. Oh no! Fuck, it hit him! Is there any way to control aggro in this game? Because getting hit by that sucks. I can't really predict when he's gonna use it either. Oh man.
Vitus power! Scour!
take this!
You fools have no
No
idea
holding
who
back!
your savior
Hack and
is.
slash!
Half.
Die! Die!
Oh no, I need to heal. I can still press LT to turn back the clock, fortunately, but damn.
I shall fight. Are you prepared? Not done yet.
Die! Die! Die!
Oh no, it's an AoE!
You! Die!
Trivial.
Oh, good thing I didn't hit my wounded warrior.
Let's go.
I should have been more proactive about healing.
We can do this. I owe you.
Take this! Go on, finish the job. I refuse to fall.
I call upon royal power within.
Yes!
Please.
Oh, it's so close. Oh.
Not bad.
Wow, we got a double level up because he was so under-leveled.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Okay, got natural luck up.
I shall rise to the occasion.
What the heck is his growth rate? I guess it's because they leveled twice, but man, doesn't it feel like he got more out of those 2 levels that I did from 2 levels normally? Oh, that's because... I see. It's because he automatically allocates. In that case, I can't actually control his growth at all.
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Harlia was its name. I'm the son of its lord. And now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I see keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
You're already one of us. We're brothers in arms.
You're already one of us.
Thank you. I'll remember this. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Stroll. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Rank 1.
Together we stand.
Hori can now study warrior. Okay. Bill struck by inspiration. I found a way to harness his power. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Stroll.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait, what?
Huh? You can enter Akademeia?
Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy? I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
More or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion too had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing now. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always, but now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Right.
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
The mage
I
archetype.
won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here.
Wait, if that's the case, why can't she just... Does that mean she can use magic to help us from now on? Participate more directly in battle with us? Says heroic embodiment of the mage from Gallica.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Grius could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is the lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You'll use these charts in the assigning of archetypes.
Now then.
Firstly, let us consider the one-eyed warrior who yet bears no archetype. Open Grace's lineage chart, please.
This here.
This is a chart that shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain new archetype by selecting when here and studying its powers. To say, you'll need Magla, the source of all magic, but simply drawing from the Magla within yourself will put too heavy a burden on you. What this means is you'll need to gather mag from your ballast and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. Studying archetypes. Each character can study archetypes obtained throughout the story by selecting the corresponding icon in the tree. Studying archetypes consumes minuscule shards of Magla crystals. Once the character is studying an archetype, you can use the main menu to change their challenge archetype at no cost.
That means...
To learn to change oneself, they say. Here you may achieve that through study of the archetypes and their deepest secrets.
Now then.
Now I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. I'm gonna give him warrior to start with then.
I see.
Now we get a closer look at his stats, huh?
This right here.
This will be the archetype that young nobleman recently awakened to. The warrior's domain is physical offense by the way of a greatsword. Pure archetypes can compete with its raw destructive power, yet that specialization comes at a cost. It has virtually no utility or support outside of hard hits. If your aim is to overwhelm the enemy with brute force, I'd say this is a fine archetype to do it with.
Alright.
500 mag, yes. I don't really know the best options. Yes, he's earned my trust.
Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man called Stroll, another worthy wielder of archetypes joins your ranks. From this sanctum I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch Creus. Feel resolve and let a new soul dwell in his heart. Hear voices of past hero souls. A worthy heart, who tempers anxiety and strength. If I ready to bear myself and fight with all fine heart, I shall bestow upon thee your soul, the soul of a warrior.
What did you see?
And what's this? Is this truly an archetype? This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe it's finally in my grasp. The warrior archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
I see. This could be useful.
Change equipment.
Fascinating.
Man of the eye patch should now have awoken to an archetype. Similarly, I can imbue you in that noble youth with a new archetype power. Feel free to experiment, now and from here on. I don't have much mag left, though. Only one of us can change into mage, though. Let's have you switch to mage for now.
Fascinating.
The archetype you sense for Gallica's way of life.
This right here.
Okay. It's the heroic embodiment of a good teacher who manipulates the forces of magic at will and performs miracles in the name of the one who leads.
Alright.
Yes.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to just stroll this power.
Of course.
The hero's open heart, by sure resolve and honor to take new form as a mage. Your voices of past hero souls. A worthy heart, who tempers anxiety and strength. If I were prepared to pursue knowledge that surpasses the natural logic of this world, I should bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
Yeah.
I wish I had less save before making this decision. So this is the power of the mage. I'm ready to unleash a new magic at my disposal. I will fight for the powerless. Okay.
A new power to wield.
Okay, that changes his equipment. Talking to more in Akademeia and studying archetypes, you'll be able to unlock and then use new archetypes. You can gain more useful strategic knowledge by attending more lectures or by reading books from the surrounding bookshelves. Some functions of the main menu are now available, such as change your archetype. Archetypes that have been studied in Akademeia can be swapped in town or dungeons at any time. Changing them to suit your needs is a good strategy. You can now check the status of your role of virtues, the qualities necessary in a king, from the main menu. You can raise these virtues in many ways. That's the Opperman Akademeia. He was jailed in Akademeia by the past king for writing a novel depicting a utopia. But novel acting as a bridge, he requests Allegory cultivate archetypes for his research. Reese is not listed in these bonds. What? Quest. Save the prince from death. Curse. Calendar. Royal funeral. End of mourning period. 5-day weeks. What? Mag. Minuscule fragments of magla crystals that accumulate in the bodies of animals and magical beings in areas where magla is dense. They are of little use to ordinary citizens. There's a system in Grand Trad where people can sell the fragments. As a result, some people, like soldiers, whose work gives them ample opportunity to leave the city, carry back to collect them, instead of throwing them away. Halia. Mountain village governed by House Hythlodaeus, the family of Leon Stroll. Not wishing to partake in the extravagant lifestyle of most nobles, Stroll's parents were modest in their governance and considerate to their people. However, when a human suddenly attacked 7 years ago, the village was reduced to rubble after petitions for the state army's aid went unanswered. Stroll's parents lost their life saving their son and their people. Today, the village remains uninhabited, no trace of its former self remaining. On Gallica. Gallica tried to stay resolute as Allegory's chaperone, but as he gets involved in unexpectedly intense battles, she begins to doubt her role in the grand scheme of things. However, with the fairy's unique ability to deflect anxiety, she does her best to help the protagonist in whatever way she can. On Stroll, the son of the noble family of Halia. A village that was destroyed by a human. Now that he has lost his home and family, he has only tried to redeem himself from the shallowness of his past self. Okay. Captain Klinger. Captain in charge of new recruits at the recruitment center. A short, portly, and soldierly man. Called an incompetent fool by Stroll after an attack on the fort led him to order new recruits to the front lines in a panic. Or so he may seem. In actuality, he is a fervent supporter of Louis, and had always planned to take a massive new recruits to die at the hands of humans in order to demonstrate his support of Louis's assertions.
That's a good kitty.
Don't usually see this kind of cat in the city, huh?
This cat, you see.
Cute, isn't he? I name him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here. Looks like Plateau wants to give me something. Hero's Incense. When Hero's Incense, what does that do?
He's a good boy.
Oh, looks like he's taking a shine to you. That's a valuable item, so do hold on to it. His fur's so soft and clean. Makes me curious how he takes care of it. Skulls have shapes of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic. It says the royal magic at the top.
That is...
That's a formula for a rather complex spell. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. Oh, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps the previous king has reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I'd love to decipher his contents, but it will take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I have never laid eyes on before.
But...
Before you go, just one thing. Will you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
This drawing.
Take a look.
Indeed, it's no more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the secret archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption, and mysteriously enough, of all language therein, that is the one part I'm able to parse. It says Bugfrag, likely the name of a person, unmistakably so, though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. A person's name?
Hang on a second.
Well, that's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. It makes me wonder what it says.
Adieu.
If you learn anything new, I'd appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. These bookshelves. Archetypes Tactics Handbook. Archetypes cannot realize their true potential on individuals' strength alone. Strategies must account for attack, support, recovery, teamwork, and formation. Naturally, optimal strategies require first grasping the fundamentals. Yet some battles demand a team of singular specialization, boldness, and planning. Most effective way to form your party is to consider a balance of attack, recovery, and skills in your archetypes. If you obtain information about enemies in advance, you can arrange archetypes to counteract enemy strengths and strike at enemy weaknesses. Cultivate your archetypes strategically so you may employ a wide range of battle strategies. Yeah, against that guy, it would have been better to have, like, no seekers at all. That Klinger. Invasion tactics? What? Enemy reinforcements? Remember your foes also have aggressive teamwork. Charging violently into a well-tuned enemy group can lead to easily preventable loss of life. After squad battle is ended, nearby enemies may show up as reinforcements to continue the fight. Bruh. Wielding weapons. Channeled Archetype's power has significant impact on the effect of any gear or weapons equipped. Each weapon category offers their own attack range and agility. Once you understand the dynamics of archetypes and combat gear, success will come easier. While in dungeons, the protagonist's method of attack changes depends on the weapon. It can be changed by switching the archetypes he has channeled. Different archetypes can channel both actions available to you and the protagonist's attack range. Keep this in mind when choosing the archetype for the protagonist. Squad tactics, yielding turns. Allowing your ally to take action instead and leaving yourself vulnerable may seem futile at first glance, but you'll find it lends many strategic possibilities. Try to consider many aspects of battle, such as the order of turns, advantages against the enemy, and to save your allies when deciding your actions. So there's a point to yielding your turn? Pass the action cycles control the next character while only consuming half of an action turn icon. This can be useful when the current character's skills are not effective against the enemy, or when you want to give a character with recovery magic another action. Huh. Guarding. This is for its elemental weaknesses. Goes without saying that the blind offensive rush may not be enough to win. It will be necessary at times to raise your defenses and endure an incoming attack. B to guard, which consumes turn icon. Guarding greatly decreases damage from your character takes and prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents enemies from gaining turns too. Negated attacks. Formations. Your row assistance from the enemy has great impact in battle. A true tactician will switch formation of allies to better suit the situation at hand. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members will deliver and receive, depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less damage with melee attacks, but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change formation by pressing the keys assigned to up and down to move party members between rows. Negate attacks. You lose the ability to attack, the enemy will quickly gain the upper hand. When confronting an unfamiliar enemy, due caution is warranted. Normally, an action consumes 1 turn icon, but the result of the action can change the amount of consumption. If an attack is nullified or evaded, the number of turn icons consumed is doubled. Damn! If an attack is reflected or absorbed, all turn icons are lost and the turn forcibly ends. Ailments. Some monsters inflict lasting conditions called status ailments. It's wise to know their effects, of course, but even better to have the means of remedy at close to hand. There are 2 types of ailments, physical and mental. It's possible to inflict both types at once. Physical status ailments persist even after a battle ends. Mental status ailments automatically recover when a battle ends. Poison and paralysis. Oh shit. Malady. Strength, magic agility, endurance agility, luck greatly reduced. Additionally, hit point and MP recovery effects are nullified. Recovery amounts becoming 0. Damn. Hex. Half of any damage dealt to self as well. Additionally, while afflicted, resistance to the dark is greatly reduced, and susceptibility to status ailments is greatly increased. So many strong physical ones. What? Burden additional damage is taken after being attacked. Frostbite attack damage is greatly reduced. Mental daze hit rate for attacks is greatly reduced. Charm characters will act on their own, attacking allies or assisting enemies. Forget characters cannot use archetype skills. Sleep character cannot take any actions, and any physical attacks suffered are always critical hits. Rage character has higher attack power, all damage from enemies is greatly increased. All attacks become normal weapon attacks. Anxiety. An ally only ailment preventing the use of archetype skills. If attacked while afflicted, the enemy will not consume a turn icon. Oh no. Stun. Enemy only ailment. They cannot act for 1 turn. So, rewards of certain victory. Overpowering the enemy early can be a source of immense growth. At times it's good to wield your powers in full force to test your own limits. Unscathed Triumph. You'll receive bonus to EXP. Spinning model.
Oh, yeah?
Spins around. Is it a toy? Awfully big if so.
This right here.
That's a celestial globe. It models the movement of the stars. Astronomy is often confused with the study of magic. Times being what they are, the association means both fields have been suppressed. Quite a shame. Book of Apocalypse.
What's this?
What's this ominous red book? It's all chained up. I advise you don't touch that. I have a variety of books here from all over the world. Many of them are quite pleasant reads. That one is not. Suffice it to say, it must not be read without due precaution. Probably unlocks a bonus boss or something.
Whoa.
Never seen this many books before. I bet the ones you have here are in here too, don't you think? What? There's so many. Berserker? Wait, are these based on the stuff I unlocked? Based on the archetypes? Warrior. Research documents about warrior archetypes. Type is the order. Lived heroes who sought nothing less than perfection of the sword. Their souls together form the power of the warrior. Among them, the adept who slays hordes I dubbed the swordmaster, and the elite disciple of the blade I dubbed the samurai. The warrior archetype imparts peerless skill of the sword. Its abilities belong on the front lines, punishing and repose with real slashing swings. But sword's purpose is ultimately as a weapon, and it is not weapons alone that decide a battle's victor. Let no warrior forget this truth.
Got a sec?
This archetype has really good attack and defense, and their value comes from attacking the front row, but they're not very versatile beyond the sword. Research about mage. Types the order. Live heroes who sought relentlessly to unravel the secrets of magic. Their souls together form the power of the mage. Among them, the adept who grasps the ultimate power I dubbed the wizard. The elite who commands the elements I dubbed the elemental master. In addition, another elite form making use of dark magic is known to exist. Truly, a mage archetype has unparalleled command of affinity-based magic. The mages devote themselves solely to mind and magla. While the mind is powerful, it must kneel before pure strength at times. Let no mage forget its truth.
Oh, yeah?
It's a great archetype for hitting enemy weak points with powerful magic, but it can't really dish out damage or take much punishment. Seeker. This looks like a research document about a Seeker archetype. Times the order. Live heroes who venture into the unknown lands in pursuit of their ideals. Their souls together form the power of the Seeker. This was not just one legendary hero. Across many lands and eras, those interested spirits who sought greater heights on the Seeker's path have borne that alias. Among them, the adept who pursues the magical path I dubbed the Magic Seeker. The elite who seeks the deepest truths of the soul I dubbed the Soul Hacker.
Whoa.
Huh, so the Seeker archetype has a whole sequential lineage. Seeker archetype does not excel at anyone's skill, but it bears the specialties of many heroes and can perform any task. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Let no Seeker forget its truth.
I see.
So it's easy to use, but it's not enough to fight alone. I guess fighting with specialized allies might be the thing that draws out its true power. Archetype Advancement Handbook. Archetype Growth. To grow in power and versatility, an archetype must be channeled as you fight your foes. Archetypes rank up by earning AEXP, which is only awarded to actively channeled archetypes. Archetype stats. Each archetype has its own set of unique parameters, but so do all who channel them. The sum of these numbers is the total measure of one's strength in combat. Each archetype has its own set of parameters. These are added to a character's base parameters, and the sum determines their stats in battle. It's worth noting this means some abilities can lose value depending on the archetype's channel. Advanced. You may seek even more powerful forms of each archetype. To study them, one must grow closer with certain supporters and cultivate the original archetype. Advanced archetypes, each archetype has at least one stronger, more advanced form you will eventually be able to study. Advanced archetypes can be studied after achieving a higher rank with its corresponding VALOUR. However, studying an advanced archetype will require both mag and ranking up the base archetype high enough. It's really complicated, and having a whole time management aspect is going to make it really tough.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Study archetypes lectures.
Care to know?
Wait, you already have that on the top floor.
It appears that
each archetype can progress to stronger forms. Spending time with your followers is the key to pushing your associated archetype to greater heights. Deepening the understanding between you and your supporters will inevitably strengthen you and your allies. Don't forget that.
What would you care to know?
Channeling archetypes. Once it is studied, it can be freely channeled. Similar to equipping a weapon or armor, you should channel an archetype that best suits your situation. Studying a new archetype will do you little good unless you channel them. Be mindful of that.
What would you care to know?
Archetype is an embodiment of heroic virtue. Everyone who bears one deep in their heart. In facing a looming threat, you face your own anxiety. So to awaken to a higher power within yourself, that is the truest essence of magic. Yet for it to take that form, surely it's a manifestation of the heroic embodiment etched most prominently in your heart. This appearance they take on, likely like your shortening suits of armor, perhaps this marks another purpose, to protect the wielder from the terrible anxiety being released. It inspires a certain glow in battle, as if facing your anxiety causes determination to surge in you, like blood through veins, throughout both body and weapon. You and your friends never cease to amaze me. Surely this will mean leaps and bounds from my research. Research documents on the archetypes are kept in their respective bookshelves. You're welcome to peruse what I've gathered so far. Aside from that, I've also documented battle tactics and history that you may find useful for your further growth.
What would you care to know?
Listen.
Worry you?
You want to know about cats? Oh, about that cat in particular, I'm afraid he's a mystery to me too, dear as he is. When I woke in this place, he was already here.
That's a good point.
But he uses my mind. Paying him helps this place feel a little less lonely. Indeed, I feel as if I've known him all my life, for whatever reason. Statue. I wonder if this represents archetypes. It looks like a merging of all the tribes.
Hi, young friend. You are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told the two about the term archetype and the gist of what I learned.
Awakened it? But Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
Okay, now I can give instructions to allies during battle. I can use art. I don't want to auto battle. I hate auto battle as a feature. Change auto battle tactics, press LB to access order view. Outside of battle, find them under tactics in the party section of the main menu.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
Over there!
What's up?
What's the matter? Moore's right there.
Huh?
Moore, is that a person? I see no one there. So no one else really sees him. Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Boy, are you alright?
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner and assumed there'd been some accident. But looking at it now, that wasn't the case at all. It was the military. Are you okay? What business would they have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they were after miners.
Hold on.
Wait, how you get here? I'm certain the entrance and the exit were sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers? I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fellow who looked like some kind of general. I mean Klinger, but we left him splayed out over there.
Huh?
Wait, it's gone!
Damn it.
Damn, we must go after him. It'll be bad for us if he returns with reinforcements.
No.
Leave him be. He has no one else left, I wager. He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Louise as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be, at least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either after what he said to us. No idea what it's all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone would be dead in here. I'm going to be around for a while. If you need anything, you know who to ask. Entrance to Akademeia. Protagonist and Gallica can see more in dungeons or towns. Interact with him to take a moment, read your novel, and transfer to Akademeia. Probably only in safe locations, right? Traveler's Voice Dungeons. Use that button to see what level our players were at and what party formations they used when they cleared the dungeon you were challenging. When selecting information to review, you can also change your party formation to reflect on our players. Problem is, I don't have enough to unlock all archetypes. We may, but Klinger really got one over on us, didn't he? Damn. He didn't have the troops to secure the entrance and the exit. I think about it now. I should have sent seen right for his bluff. It was my duty to protect you and Gallica. I regret to admit my judgment has told, so I failed you both. Don't worry about it. Look at you all full-fledged. I suppose now I'm the one being told what to do when it comes to fighting. Don't rely on that power of yours. I'll leave you to lead the battle.
Let's go.
If we can get past this point, you'll soon find a road to Grand Trad. We can't be late for the royal funeral. Let's hurry. Damn it, we can't let Klinger get away. He won't get away. Let's be patient for now. You're right, we don't have time for distractions. Above all, the mission is our priority right now. We must reach Grand Trad before the royal funeral. But besides, if Louise is the mastermind behind all this, there's only one thing for me to accomplish.
Oh, definitely.
You must be assassinated. I'll do everything I can to make that happen. I'll continue to count on you. These minor blokes and I go way back. I've known them since before the mountain was closed. That's why I can't stand it. One of my mates being dead. We couldn't help him. I'm sorry for involving him. It ain't your fault. Mining is dangerous to begin with, and they were doing it illegally. They all knew something like this might happen. I'm just as guilty for helping them. I suppose things were destined to end this way. I should take the hint and close up shop. Yes, besides, if I'm quitting, I might as well go out with a bang. Even my secret stash is on sale now.
These come on.
I've been clearing out my stock of weapons and armor, typically reserved for just my regulars. Help me out and buy it all. What? Yeah? Oh man.
Now then.
How expensive? Oh my goodness. Probably buy at least one rod, huh? Listen, they fight authority and mine illicitly. They were all prepared for something like this to happen. Fortunately, I have a bit of money left for what I burn. The rest will start a legitimate trade with the rest of my mates. What the? Look, that was nearly it for me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I got dragged in all this. Most of the guard soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs if it helps. Right, considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait. A worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. A surefire tactic against your like. I'm heartily ashamed. That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You best turn back now, so. Something nasty in the air lately. The gelatinoses jiggling around there. They're not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Try chasing them away, but a blade doesn't do much to them. Fire's the best shot. Or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is a right monster's den these days. All I'm saying is, it's a long way to the other side of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed.
But
King's funeral is upon us. We haven't had time to look for our roots.
Yeah.
Not much else to do that, but we should at least make sure we can use some magic.
Oh.
You have to worry about healing items as well. Demons are inside the real monster's den, I tell you. You gotta beat those gelatinoses in particular. They're so bubbly that swords won't cut through them. If you run into one, I suggest you set on fire and chase it off.
Hi.
I won't go any further if I were you. The mining area has felt strange lately. Not just monsters, there's some dangerous magma crystal that mesmerizes them, or Earth's claim. I thought it was mere superstition, but either way, it's not normal. But just be on your guard. Grand Iron, huh? I have no choice but continue forward, huh? Question is, can I turn back to here if I need to? Oh, that's a lot of jellies. What's this? This isn't any feeling near.
This place.
Did I live here feels awfully dense too? Was it always like this? It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shop, no different from yours. Perhaps this was what the miner was talking about before. Something about the interior of this place being unusual. Assessing Louis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourselves now, for we have no time to rest until we're through here. Minor numbers, and watch your health carefully. You killer? Our recovery. Archetype, but only Seeker can heal.
Be careful.
There they are.
Bro, I can't even tell what direction this bastard's facing.
Charging in. Take this. Forward.
don't let them count us.
There's 3 of them!
I won't hold back. Scour. 2 remaining.
They're down.
I shall fight as the noble.
I call upon royal power within. The power of fire. Let's wrap this up.
No need to rush this.
Probably guard. I don't know. Use half a turn back and a pass turn to the next character.
It's in your hands.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Finish them off and we're clear.
Seeker. Wind. Still here?
Oh shit, that was wrong. Why did it pass to him?
Don't be careless.
Phantom Dance? Wait, what? Why did that automatically?
There's no way I'm stopping here. Okay.
I'm eager to see you use that.
Turkuja boost attack.
Looks like we're safe for now. Nice. I bet we'll find an
All
use for that.
Oh hell.
Forward. Time for some close Come
Leave
and
this
get
to me.
Act fast.
Let's both boost.
Let's go. Scour. A tough one.
Now,
They resist. Fuck.
The power of fire.
No need to rush this. Warrior! The blade! Stay focused!
much to learn from you.
Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
That'll do it.
A treasure.
Good find.
Miner's boots.
Nobody here to lay claim to it. So it's yours.
Okay. Medicine. There's a fucking snake. Scrap metals. Magla pills, nice. Gonna need those for a long dungeon.
Alright, cat. How's that?
I think that's all of them.
Okay, Firmus Ointment. Glue moss.
Everything's pretty standard. Yep.
Not good. This was all for not if our blaze blocked.
I don't like this.
That's not all either. I'm sensing Magla, and the feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing. Like back at the fort.
Don't tell me.
Same as before. Surely you don't mean. A human. Here's a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Gallica's words are cause for concern, but for now we need to keep moving.
Luke.
Look closely, lad. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. We should be able to squeeze through if we go one at a time. Oh hell, but there's enemies on the other side.
I knew you could do it.
Come on!
Hey, great job.
Luke, there they are. Charging in. I'm right here.
Right.
Quick, forward!
There's too many of them. What the fuck?
Seeker! Wind! A tough one.
Now, what's the play?
Mage! The power of fire! 3 remaining! No need to rush
If I say
this.
so myself.
They're weak to ice. Let's stop them cold.
Oh, they're weak to ice, huh? Interesting.
Warrior! With one strike! 2
Reese
remaining.
has this
It's
handled.
okay.
Right move.
We can do this. Seeker! Scour! Just one
They're
left.
down.
Not bad.
I knew you had this. Only one left. Finish
No
them off.
holding!
So Blizz should be able to kill you.
The power of ice!
Corrosive acid.
Some battles
Okay.
are hardly afoot.
Right there. Cat! Alright.
Put it in your stockpile.
Iron Gauntlet. Strength 2.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Got Grand Iron. Next area. Oh fuck, what the hell is that?
There they are. Push through!
I'll give it my all.
Give them a fight!
Now get ready.
What? It has so much health.
Yeesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Won't hold back! Let me help.
I owe you.
Now, what's the play?
Mage!
Ice.
Power of ice!
You hit their weak point.
Blades
Keep it up,
ready,
Joe.
lads. Warrior! Slashing!
I will fight with pride. Let's go. Wind!
No holding back! Be frozen!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up.
Any means necessary.
Diagonal. Yeah, this thing's tough.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Seen the right move. One's training is never complete.
Nice. And that will find a use for
Magla pill.
Amazing.
Mining uniform. Scrap mills. Scrap mill again.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Okay, fairy dust.
Alright, how's that?
No more powerful.
If it's useful,
Magla pills.
nice.
Medherb. Scrap mills.
Right there. Alright, how's that?
This could be our chance.
Come say hello, treasure.
Scrap mill.
Nice.
Look at that.
Guard talisman.
Yep, we're safe here. Want to rest a bit?
What the?
Hey,
See that room over there? That magma feels less dense there compared to the rest of the place. Is that so? I don't feel anything.
but
If I was just a feeling, but now I see it. It's like the magma howls out just for that room. Back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing magma. I guess it's safe to assume that Gallica is no exception.
how about a break?
Maybe we can get some rest in there. Why don't we head inside?
Indeed.
That's not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing.
Hey,
This does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the magma is spinning here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I get. There is a varying intensity of magma that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. Seems not much could seep into this room. A magma hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well in here. Magma hollow does seem as good a term as any, and all the better if Gallica can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of magma when the area around is flooded with stuff.
Alright.
The beast seem to love to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can. Okay, in dungeons you can find places called magma hollows which can be used as resting points. Here you can safely speak to your allies, record your travels, and visit Akademeia. What should I do? Make a record. Allies?
Still, though.
It's almost just crawling with monsters, isn't it? The magma is really dense too. I never imagined it would be this dangerous.
true.
Indeed, it's nothing like what we were told. Grius, are you familiar with this place? I don't know of any concrete details, lad, but I can say these monsters weren't here last time I passed through.
Then
So you're saying these monsters are a result of this thick magma? Well, if there's a reason for it, I can only assume it's the workings of magma. There's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We can keep moving once we've gotten some rest. Study. Do I have enough to make you learn? Yes, I can actually have you learn Mage right now.
I see.
This is probably for the best, honestly, because what we're up against, we kind of need it. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Gallica, okay.
Right here. All right. I'm counting on you. Of course.
Okay. We're prepared to pursue knowledge that possesses the natural life of the world. I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the mage.
Really?
This is the power of the mage's soul. No matter the magic, I shall see this mastery. For all those still suffering in this land. Okay.
Good.
Nobody here.
Blessed War.
So it's yours.
Pardon?
What's going on here? The monsters everywhere, and doesn't the air feel off? How's that you're here? Have you been following us? But I consider returning to Grand Chat. I reckon passing through here would be shortcut and felt safe considering you lot took this way as well. Seems right foolish in hindsight. There's something bad up ahead. Mark my words. I think I'll head back. We were continuing on this way, I take it. If there's anything you need, I'll be here a bit before I set off. The protagonist mage passive actually does give you 1 MP back for every enemy you kill through the action system. So I'm just gonna do that for a long time just to get everyone topped out.
1 eternity later.
wait a second.
Wait, something feels really wrong for her in. It might be what I'm sensing. Unfortunately, we've got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead.
Got it.
I'm gonna open it. Are you ready? Let's go. Get here, let's go. Miasma. I see a glow of a strange crystal and an even stranger monster in front of it.
What is that? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a crystal of raw magma. This feels wrong somehow. Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand. and anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition, though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving, it's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes.
I'll get some distance.
Oh my god, this guy is really tough later on in the fight.
Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
Now, stepping back.
Even when stepping back, these guys do way too much damage.
You hit their weak point.
Swordplay comes as easily to me as breathing. Warrior! The blade!
I will fight with I won't hold back! Nice!
I call upon royal power within!
Swordplay, warrior! With one strike!
Hyper, the front row. I'm in the back, but still.
Royal soul! Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
I can't. Are you prepared? Be frozen!
You hit their weak point.
Swordplay, the power of heroes.
Diagonal slash.
The blade!
Let's stay calm. Mage! Nice!
Who needs ignite? I call upon royal power within!
Now, let's see.
Guard.
Braced and ready.
That dealt so much. And you just buffed yourself. I wish there was a way to undo your buffs. Fuck.
By this power! Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight mage! The power of ice!
You hit their weak point.
No need to rush this. Here!
Thanks!
Helpful as ever.
I will fight. Nice!
Who needs igniters? Mage! Be frozen!
Blades ready, lads. I'll handle this.
Bot. No.
Watch out! You're
can't give up now.
Together.
My goodness, why does this guy even only target get me? I'm in the back, damn it.
Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
Now, I shall vanquish evil.
You hit their weak point.
No
Keep
need
it
to
up,
rush.
Joel.
I won't hold back. Slashing!
You're barely
Come
holding
forth,
together.
royal soul!
I just hold on without dying. Yes, just barely won. Magla potion.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll strive for greater heights.
I haven't actually seen myself dodge an attack yet.
I shall rise to the occasion.
One's training is never complete.
What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
If I had the secret archetype, I would have died for sure because that was some powerful fire shit.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
Can I go back to the heal? I mean, not the restroom.
Be serious.
Michael Crystal's cosmetics with a touch. They truly do exist.
It's all clear.
Grand Iron. Okay. Continuing onward, I think I did a decent amount of grinding. I got all my MP back.
I see the enemy. Let's push through! Time for some close.
Oh my goodness. What was that all about? There's something really bad up ahead, apparently. But I wasn't listening because I was busy wiping out the weak enemies. Which probably got me some MP as well, if I actually used it up.
Really?
Hey, do you see that? An optional boss. What is that? Just look at the size of it. Not something I'd hope to ever stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a dragon. A dragon? You mean those creatures from the legends? I've never seen them with my own eyes. Now I understand why the mine was closed. They must have dug right into the Sphinx roost and had no choice but to back off.
Look.
This mine taps this magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation.
But...
Luck is on our side that we caught it something like this. We can slip past it and continue forward. Almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in this little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with magla too. Dragons are ancient and strong magla fell in their wake. Just the way it goes. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it. You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't make this decision out lightly, Allegory.
Got it?
On that note, let's push on. Quietly now. I do mean that. When we wake that thing up, we're in a fight for our lives.
But...
There are monsters around here too. Alright, if they see us and cause a ruckus, then we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through.
Let's go.
Understood? Let's go.
Don't panic.
Oh shit, a stealth section. But I can apparently try to kill it.
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing?
No, stop.
Not good. On your guard now. It comes for us. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna grind in the other safer room.
Expecting you, Doc, to fight. You're either bloody bold or too confident for your own good. Just so we're clear, slaying the things beyond you. Underestimating a dragon is the fastest way to get yourself killed. Fortunately, this one's on the smaller side as dragons go. We might have a chance of driving it off. Listen, keep an eye on its movements. Be ready for anything. If you sense it bracing to strike, stand your ground and shield yourself. Do not waste your lives in a place like this. Now, let's go, lads!
We're on a mission.
To the rear
We
door.
won't turn back for anything.
Let's go.
Not even a dragon.
Blizz.
You hit their weakness.
Who needs ignite? Moving to the rear. No holding back. Be frozen.
You hit their weak point.
Blades ready, lads. The power of heroes.
Diagonal slash.
Slash it!
It's okay. We can do this.
What if I guard?
I can take it. Now, what's the play? Staying on the defensive.
Damn. Wait, why are you moving first? The fuck?
Warrior! The blade!
Let's stay calm. Mage! Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
Who needs ignite? I call upon royal power within!
You hit their weak point.
No need to rush this. Here!
That helped. My thanks. It's okay. We can do this.
Nice guard. No, why hit you twice? Fucker. This fucking guy.
I shall vanquish evil. The power of ice.
You hit their weak point.
Blades ready, lads. Take it.
I may have to farm more fairy dust in the other room. Let's have a very low drop rate.
Come forth, royal soul. Ice.
You hit their weakness.
I shall fight as mage. Be frozen.
Swordplay comes as easily to me as breathing. Warrior! Slashing!
I'll show you the essence of truth. Bracing!
Dodge.
Nice dodge!
Footwork stroll.
Because he dodged it, it canceled his other action. That's really good. I wish that would happen to me more often. Maybe that's why I said to invest in agility, because sometimes it just cuts the enemy's number of actions and down.
Are you prepared? The power of ice!
Hit their weak point.
As long as he doesn't like suddenly get stronger all of a sudden. Huh?
With one strike!
Hooah!
I will fight with mage! Freeze!
You hit their weak.
We're more than halfway there.
To hold back. Let's see how this plays out.
Now, let's see. Changing stance.
Blizz.
You hit their weakness.
Now.
And our Blizz.
You hit their weak point.
No need to rush this.
Items instead of fairy dust, let's just use regular medicine. Stroll.
My thanks.
I'll show you the essence of truth. I won't hold back! Is there another way?
I shall fight as staying on the defensive.
Trivial.
Ugh. Good thing I guarded there. He was targeting. It's a row-wide attack, huh?
I've got this.
It's okay, let's go! Freeze!
You hit their weakness.
Who needs ignite? I shall vanquish evil.
You hit their weak point.
Swordplay comes as easily to. I won't hold back.
Hiya!
Held
Let's stay
back
calm.
too much.
It's getting weaker.
I can take it.
Oh, please.
Oh shit, he's dead!
Mage! The power of ice!
You hit their weak point.
Blades ready, lads? Take it.
I knew you'd help.
I owe you.
I'll show you. I won't hold back! Nice!
You hit their weakness.
I can't afford to hold back. I'll hold my ground.
No need to rush this. Let's go. The blade!
Critical hit.
Nice crit!
Man, this is so cool.
Freeze!
It's almost dead. Oh no!
So badly
Oh.
wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Mage! Be frozen!
I did it! I killed the optional boss. It's probably the weakest of optional bosses, but still, that was a good amount of resources. Haha.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Feel stronger.
Nice. I feel stronger.
It took a lot of fairy dust too. I don't know if that was a good idea.
Didn't think I had anything left to learn.
It's running away, dude! Now I feel less good about being you. It's gonna show up even stronger. That was close. Somehow we managed to drive it off. Never if I'd ever have to fend off a dragon. You lot never cease to amaze me.
Well,
perhaps we simply had luck on our side this time. I must admit, however, that my heart sank the moment that dragon woke up. If anyone truly intends to kill a beast, they need to have a gauntlet runner. A gauntlet runner will certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier. You may as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves.
Hey!
Search her up, but look at that. Over there. Isn't that a treasure chest? Oh, the dragon's gone. Let's just take everything. Grand iron, glossy fur, onyx.
This looks valuable.
That's priceless.
Dragon's indignation, a great sword embodying the fury of a dragon, can be purified at a church. Oh, I can't use it yet. It's cursed, so that means equipping it would actually fuck me over. But doesn't the church hate Elda? How are we gonna convince them to help us with, regarding this cursed weapon? Okay, looked at it online. This actually is not cursed. Purifying just makes it stronger. That's so... seriously, saying purification makes it sound really misleading. Because usually when you think purify, you think of cursed weapons that have drawbacks, but here it actually does not have a drawback other than not being at its full potential. But even in its weakened state, it's way better than my bastard sword. So yeah, I think I might as well just equip it. Yeah, no reason not to, honestly. Yeah, Dragon Indignation, that gives me a ton of power.
Warrior!
Broken Igniter? Cushy Clay?
Standard.
Look,
Isn't that the exit?
All right.
It is, we can finally get out of here. Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment.
what?
Could be.
Look.
A dragon's roar, and you feel that shaking, right? But I thought the dragon left.
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here? Oh no!
Stop.
The dragon took revenge on us. Okay, but if you value your lives, run!
Run.
How long is this fucking bridge? Well, never mind. I guess first try. I thought I was gonna trip on the rock and die.
We actually made it out.
Shoot, but that means that means that that dragon was probably the dragon boss itself was probably a one-time thing then, wasn't it? That was my only chance to get that super cool sword.
And in one piece, no less.
Good thing I actually did it despite Grias telling me to skip it.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Unless the bridge gets rebuilt the next time we come here.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Oh.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human, though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
They were heroes. That must have been hard.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Might be you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
I'm not even using that sword anymore. I'm a mage now because that's the most efficient way to restore everyone's MP.
Something special about that sword?
Though I could have him switch back to Seeker and only switch to Mage when I need to kill overly weakened enemies.
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction, but it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father.
So if we end up fighting more of those soldiers, they always keep using fire magic, so I feel like I can't go back to being a Seeker without getting myself killed. Unless they start using different elements, in which case I might be better. No, what if they switch to something that's good against mages like, I don't know, archers or something? That could be bad too.
To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain.
Flashback.
This way! Hurry these blackguards into the palace!
That red hair looks familiar.
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave!
You know nothing of true knighthood. Pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you!
A mage!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him!
I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness! What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Louis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Louis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior. For His Highness For the king, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. To kill Louis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life, and we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
I hope we didn't miss anything. Like gold beetles. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Myth for ReFantazio. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.